Hi, I'm Mike, and this is my son Noah, and we are the Mental Cases.
Yes,
everyone's favorite channel about fandom and comics and superheroes and science fiction and all sorts of good stuff.
With their favorite father and son.
That's right. Favorite Generation Xer and Millennial.
Millennial.
This video is we're going to talk about the other Captain Marvel, Shazam,
of this year,
and that is Shazam. So, I want to start off, and you know this because I've said this before.
Multiple times.
I hate Shazam. Not the movie, but the character, the hero. I hate Shazam. He is my least favorite hero of them all. Okay? He ranks lowest for me. I hate him. I hate his origin story. I hate Billy Batson. I hate his powers. I hate his costume. I hate the Marvel family. Everything. I never liked it, and the reason why is because one of the problems I have with comics that you seem to have less of, and I'd like you to comment on this. I'm rambling a little here, but my main problem with comics, as you know, as much as I like superheroes, I have a lifetime of reading and being into superheroes. They actually rank low in my things that I like for fun. I put science fiction and space adventure much higher.
Right.
I like Star Trek a lot.
And Star Wars.
So, and a lot better than even Dune. More than I like comics. And the reason for that is I feel that comics never rise to the occasion in terms of my intellect or maturity or just my understanding of the world. And I felt that even as a kid. Now, granted, I was dealing with more Gold and Silver Age stuff.
Right, which is almost like super dumb.
Right, like Super Friends is dumb, but that's all I had.
Right.
So, but that was always my problem with it. It never rose to the occasion. Whereas Star Trek, classic Trek, Kirk and Spock, always rose to the occasion. It was on this level of sci-fi that nothing on TV was like. And Captain Marvel or Shazam, also we don't get confused. Shazam encapsulated that at its lowest for me. Okay, I could barely handle it when Batman was like that or Superman, but
God forbid this new guy.
Captain Marvel, the worst. So go ahead. So what are your comments before we start off?
To be honest, I've never put comics that high, and I've always kind of appreciated their dumbness. Like, is it stupid that, there's a comic of the Silver Age where Batman was in multicolored suits? Yes, but, the idea...
Exactly.
But, going back, finding out that was real is hilarious.
No, see, that hurts me. I don't find it funny at all. I know what panel you're talking about, but I never laugh at it.
He's in, a rainbow
suit. No, it's so dumb. No.
But
I don't like my Batman dumb.
Yeah, but then referencing it is even funnier.
Okay, a little bit, but still.
Honestly, reference it,
Alright, so you're okay with the dumbness of comics?
Yes, I put them in, a B movie area. I put them in, the spectrum of...
See, I want them to be an A. That's my problem. I want them to be an A, and they don't rise to A, and I get upset when they don't rise to A. Maybe that's why I don't like Batman Forever. Same thing.
Right, I've always viewed them as much lower, therefore I can appreciate their silliness more, because I'm not taking it that seriously.
Alright, now, saying all that, I loved Shazam, the movie.
Yeah.
The movie is my favorite incarnation of Shazam.
I would also
that I've ever seen, and it's my favorite. It's the first time ever I liked the Marvel family. It made me like the Marvel family. I got there.
Yeah, wow. Honestly, I very much enjoyed it too.
Yes. And I think for me, it did it. And then I'll shut up because I've been rambling.
Oh, it's fine.
But the me it did it is that it did it the right way. It understood. Maybe now I'm going to be more cynical and mean about it. But it understood that Shazam is stupid. So instead of going for the Dark Knight, I realized we can't go to the Dark Knight. This is all about kids, and Billy Batson is a kid. So let's aim this down. Let's aim this down towards Silver Age, silliness, so that an 8-year-old can go and think it's funny and goofy and have a good time and like it. And it worked.
Yes,
it worked. The fact that they didn't make it space opera,
try to be ideological and
it's a big philosophical message.
No, it's just Zachary Levi in a muscle suit, fighting fighting stuff.
And they made it more, it's really a kid adventure. It's a movie for kids. It's not for adults.
Right, it's like the Goonies.
Right, it is. It's the Goonies with suits, and it's not aimed for the 1835 demographic, and that was smart. And it worked because they did that.
Right, I would wholeheartedly agree, except I'm not as cynical as, like, it's aiming downward because it's stupid. I'm more like, I'm like, it was always kind of just aimed for kids, so, like, just make it for kids. In terms, to get more specific, I know you like the Marvel family. I wasn't even expecting them to be here. I was expecting that to be, like, a sequel idea.
Yeah, it took me a minute to realize we were even looking at them.
I know, and when it happened, I was very excited.
Yes.
And the fact that they actually made them look accurate, at least two of them,
accurate. Not
was
only that,
awesome.
but each member of the Marvel family was endearing.
I agree.
Each one was endearing. Each one you liked. You wanted them to be a hero. You wanted them to be happy. You wanted them to be a family, to be in the family.
Right. The message that the movie was trying to go for like family and the, I guess, diversity of like a foster home and everything, I think really worked. Like, you get behind Billy and his foster family.
Now I want to give you credit, because long before, when this movie came out and the trailer came out, you predicted that this was going to be goofy and fun and a great movie, and you said it. You said it to me in the theater. I don't know what movie you had seen. Yes, you said to me, Dad, that's going to be great. This is going to be goofy. It's going to be stupid. This is going to be a great movie. And I remember we watched the trailer, and I thought, no, it's everything I hate. I'm not going. And for months, I said, right, I'm not going. You're going by yourself. Don't even ask me. Right? Until the day of. Well, the day of, I finally said, okay, let's go. Let's get in the car. But I had, you had predicted that this was going to be good. I want to give you credit for that.
Well, I think it was because I realized it was going for that stuff. I
was in all my past hate.
Right, you had all your PTSD
yes.
of like comic book hate, but like when I first saw the first trailer, I was like, oh, they're completely not taking this seriously. This is not them trying to do the Dark Knight or Batman Begins. This is them trying to,
or the MCU,
right, or the MCU. It's them trying to go for like Raimi's Spider-Man, or or like Superman the movie and any of its sequels.
Right.
It's not trying to be serious. It wants to just say, hey, here's a goofy superhero idea. Let's exploit the hell out of every possible option we can. It's like big. It's superheroes. It's like Superman because he's all Superman.
It's also it's well casted. Everybody is likable. All the kids are likable. The Billy Batson kid is likable.
I think
the Shazam is likable.
Right.
Everybody. There's nobody that's cringy. Well, maybe the villain.
Maybe moments. I remember there are a few moments that I'm kids. But it's not just that. I like there's a scene in there where I think Freddy has to fake call Shazam to come come to the lunchroom. I was a little like, oh, I can't watch this scene because I specifically hate when kids like that get embarrassed super hard.
Okay.
Because I just feel the embarrassment. I'm like, ooh, I know that embarrassment. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel that.
But I appreciated that this is a kid's movie. This is a thing that other kids in high school or junior high school will identify with.
Right.
I appreciate that.
And to also be a little scared by for a couple of scenes.
Well, I think the only time where, I wouldn't say it fails, but, I find that most comic book hero movies have a hard time with their villain. Introducing their villain, getting their villain to be the right tone for the movie, enough character development.
I see what
it's very hard. Most villains, think about it, most superhero villains are very forgettable.
Most, yes.
Yes. It's very hard to get that right. And I don't think they get it right.
And Shazam.
But, honestly, everything else is so sort of cute and warm, I don't care.
Admittedly, though, I think, at least from my perspective, I think he works for what they're going for. Like, he's moving the plot along. He is somewhat intimidating, like, with certain things he does. He's not incredibly interesting. He's not, like I can't identify with him, but in terms of a force in the movie that is moving things along and getting Shazam to do this, that, or the other thing, and being a threat, I think he works. I liked the scene he was in.
Well, and again, I'm not dogging the movie. It's more of a kid movie. he doesn't have to be that dynamic.
Right,
It's not Shazam.
like, again,
it's not Shazam Rises.
Right.
You know, that's not asking some big question.
Right, I think he works for what they're going for. That's what I like. I think that because it's a kids movie, you're not expecting the villain to be anything more than like I am evil. Like they even make a joke about it. Like when they're super far apart in the air, when they're flying around and super far apart in the air, he's doing this whole evil monologue, but Shazam can't hear it because they're like a mile away.
One of the things I never liked about Shazam is that he was sort of a Superman usurper. He's sort of a usurper man.
Yes.
And that his creation was to be more Superman-y than Superman.
Right.
To ride on Superman's coattails.
Right.
Because basically he is Superman.
Yes, I think that was...
But with a worse costume.
It's an okay costume.
It's awful.
It's fine.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It's dumb.
It's fine, though.
No, it isn't. The cape is
it's really
terrible.
Good. It's really good, though.
Cape is awful.
It's
no.
Well, okay, no. The shoulder cape is awful. The hoodie, I like. I like
awful.
The hoodie.
No. Awful. I do like that the thing lights up. At first, I thought that was dumb, but then I think, okay, it can light up.
Right.
But I don't like the. I don't like the costume. I don't like the story. I don't like the origin story. I don't like
the wizard
and what Shazam means. I don't like
and
that.
How it's like
it's dumb.
Yeah, but well, again, I think it's perspective here. Like again, I think the fact that it's that dumb is funny.
Yes, in the context of the movie, it is. In the context of superhero stuff, I don't like it.
Right.
But in the context of the
like
movie,
if you're comparing this to the MCU, yeah, it's super dumb, and like I can't get behind it like that.
They did the right thing. They said, "Look, this is Captain. This is Shazam. Let's just make this goofy and kid friendly and fun, and it'll work." And it did. It completely worked. It was fun.
Yeah, I came out of it loving it.
Yeah, and it was warm-hearted. It had a heart.
Right, and a couple of even little twists. Like again, I was not expecting the Marvel family to appear.
Right,
and like they were awesome. Their actors were like pretty much just as good as Zachary Levi in terms of like being the buffed up version of the kids.
Yeah, everybody was good, was cast correctly.
Right, like you get behind what their character's about. Is there anything of the movie other than its villain that you still had a problem with?
No, I mean, again, it's sort of Superman meets Big meets the Goonies. Which is fine.
That's a good assessment.
Yeah, that's it. If you've seen Superman and you've seen Big and you've seen the Goonies and you watch them all at once, you just saw Shazam.
Right, basically.
And I'm okay with that. I guess the only problem I have is that it reminds me of how superhero movies, again, don't rise to the occasion, or superheroes in comics don't actually rise to the occasion for me.
In terms of like intellectuality.
Intellectuality, realism, depth, complexity. I always want it to be a little bit more. I mean, sometimes you get close. Yeah, The Dark Knight gets as close as you're going to get. Right, you're not going to get closer than The Dark Knight.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah.
That's the thing. And I have
even
The Dark
Rises
Knight.
Couldn't.
Right, even Dark Knight Rises couldn't get there.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that it all has to be all up its own ass with ideas and complexity either.
Right.
I mean, the MCU isn't that complex.
Right, but
it's complex in the sense that there's like 20 movies and all that.
You need to watch them all to get stuff.
Yeah, but excuse me, for plot points.
Yeah,
but there's no great deeper message going on.
Right,
and that's okay. Not everything has to be, like that.
Right. Shazam fits into that nice place of like a funny superhero movie. Like you don't need to watch anything before or after this to really get it. No, it's true.
That's right.
Like this can just be a standalone fun thing to watch.
Right. You didn't have to know anything about Shazam prior.
And who knows if it gets a sequel, and if it does, that's great, and if it doesn't, okay.
Well, it implies there's going to be a sequel. It had the worm guy.
Yeah, Mr. Mind.
That's right. See, I don't know their names.
Yes. It's a caterpillar that is like super intelligent.
Yeah, right, because that's not stupid.
Okay, but like the idea of like him fighting it's going to be hilarious.
No. Okay, yes, in the movie.
Yes, because like I could already picture like Freddy's like, oh, that caterpillar's like your Lex Luthor. He's your arch nemesis, and then Zachary Levi's like, I'm not. My arch nemesis isn't going to be a freaking caterpillar.
Right. That's
like you can already see the funny jokes they could make.
Right. That's funny. I agree. Within the context of this universe they've created around the movie, it works.
Right.
Outside of it, I don't think it works at all. I don't think it works. I can't stand. There's a Justice League old school Justice League episode. I think it's Justice League Unlimited. Shazam shows up.
Oh, yeah, he fights Superman.
Oh, I know. So, ugh.
I forget. Does he win or is it a stalemate? I think it's a stalemate.
I don't even.
Well,
On that horrible note.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Ugh.
He's not that bad. On that note, we are going to end this video here.
Yep.
That's our views on Shazam.
Yep. And so check us out on Twitter, like and subscribe. Go to our Facebook page.
And support us on Patreon.
All right. And see you guys next week with some new videos. Endgame.
And,
we'll have some
and our
stuff coming
Endgame
up.
review.